Welcome back to Graveyard Keeper, and I've just been down into the cellar and gone and cleaned everything up down here. Whoops, actually, one more bit. There we go. And you can see we're getting more red points, which is exactly what we want, and some nails and stuff like that. I've already been down there and picked up the flour, and I've got some water. The water you get from outside. There's a well down there. You'll get a bucket out of it. If you just right-click and use that, you'll get some water. And yes, you can just put it loose in a chest. So if we go over here, we can make dough now, and just make some of that. And put that in the fire. We're going to need some fuel, and we'll just use some sticks for that. And let's make some bread. Okay, we don't need to work that, we'll just leave it and come back later. And then let's go and have a quick look at our graveyard. See how it's doing. Oh, and the donkeys decided to tell us that we need to handle something. So let's actually build another grave and a grave site. Let's put it up here. And actually, do we want to actually... Yeah, let's just excavate it. Because we are going to be putting the body straight into it, hopefully. It is -2, so our graveyard's now at -10. But we should have something to fill that shortly. Let's head over to our body and see what we can do with it. So I haven't really covered what you should be doing with the autopsies that you make as your, world's most inaccurate medieval graveyard simulator. But if we have a look in here, it depends really on what skills you have available. Right now, we only have the ability to do two things, blood and fat. The red and white skulls, you can convert red skulls to white, and you can use some of these options to gain an extra basically white skull or something along those lines. So, to give you an idea, if you succeed with blood or fat, you'll convert one red skull to white. So let's just go for blood, shall we? And give that a go. And we may not succeed. Oh, did we succeed? No, we didn't. Oh dear. Why don't we try again with fat, and let's see if we can do it again. Because that red skull should disappear if we actually get it right. Nope. This body's going in the river. Yes, and that's perhaps why I shouldn't have dug that grave just yet. Because, yeah, I'm not putting this in the ground. And that's the sort of risk you take when you do the autopsy, at least early on. So we're going to just get rid of you. And we're not going to have any money available from that, unfortunately. Okay, so while I was going back to my graveyard, yeah. So now I want to start thinking about what we're going to do about this stuff. We need to repair all of this stuff or replace it. And indeed, eventually we will, for example, here you'll see there's 3 skulls of this corpse. We don't want those. Now, anything that was originally here, i.e. not those 2, and not that one that we reburied, excuse me, I've got hiccups, they're not autopsied at all. So if you can actually dig them back up, exhume them, you can actually autopsy them properly and reinter them. We're not going to do that just yet. I'm just going to take a look at the technologies we can actually research. We've got that soft spares that we did last time. Important parts. Yeah, brain, heart and intestines. They're more of a gamble, so we'll not cover those yet. The main ones you're going to want to do for every corpse that has red skulls is going to be blood and fat. If there is, for example, 2 red skulls, you want to do both of them to try and get rid of both red skulls. Now, if you get hard spares and extract this, you'll be able to add an extra skull to the whole rating. So the length of the rating of skulls goes up when you remove a corpse, when you remove a skull. Skin's always bad, as far as I know. That's always terrible. And then there's various other different things that you can go for, like hearts and brains. And we'll come to that later because we can't really do it just yet. Okay. Simple gravestones is a good one to have, and I don't have enough stuff yet. I need 10, what was it, where are my points? I need 10 red and 5 green. Now red you get from lots of things, but green you should get from these vines, I think. So let's just dig some of these vines out. Yeah, lots of green points for digging the vines out. So dig these out from this side of the graveyard whenever you're short of green points. Red, not so much, and what we're going to aim to do is try to fix this bridge. Because on the other side of this bridge is some iron and coal that we really want. However, we're going to need a plank for that, and that needs a circular saw or a carpenter's workbench, and we're going to need nails. And nails you get from miscellaneous different ways. You can make them, you can buy them, I think, or you can at least buy the ingots to make them. But it takes a little bit of time to actually do that, and we're also going to want to upgrade our tools. Did I actually get to that last episode? No, they're still rusty. Okay, so we're going to want tools as well. And what have we got here? Well, nothing much. We've got an ability to make stone, but no real clay for stone repair kits. And we can't make the stone headstones yet. We can make the flitch, but not the planks. So we're going to need to go and get more research done, I think. We need to get to those technologies. So let's head over to smithing. Can't do that yet. Stoneworking, here it is. Excuse me, need to cough. Okay, and after that coughing fit, we've got woodworking up here where we get the Carpenter's Workbench. That again needs 20. So why don't we just get started quickly with just chopping down a few trees and seeing how much we get for each of those. So let's just grab this tree. That was 1. That's not great. Let's try another one. Is it always a rate of 1? Yes, looks like it. And just a time saving, if I haven't already showed you this, you can just push things around and you don't have to carry them all if you don't want to, which is handy when you have lots of stuff to pick up. In any case, that's down. I also want to maybe get some more metal going. We're going to head towards a furnace, and that's also going to need some technology. Is there anything I can unlock here that will let me unlock anything further? Let's take a look. Definitely not cookery. Smithing. Maybe let's go and have a look at the smith in town, and let's see what they've got available for sale. And scratch that. Our friendly Bob is saying there's an Inquisitor. He's right nearby, going up the path to Witch Hill. Okay, so maybe we'll find something on the hill that will let us get home, or at least get us on the path to start getting home. So if we head over here to the right hand side, I'm just going to pick up some more of these berries. Yes, that gives me green points, not red, but you know, you can't have everything. And in case I haven't explained, each of these symbols up here is a different day. This whole thing rotates each dawn essentially to a different day. So different events happen on different days, but there's only a few of them to actually go through. Incoming cutscene. So, well, I'd say that the Inquisitor isn't the friendliest of people, or rather, the punishments in this medieval simulator are probably as horrible as it probably was back in medieval times. So, let's go and have a word with them. I haven't done anything. See, I live here at the graveyard. Yep, we're a cultist, I guess. I'm definitely the graveyard keeper, though. Yep. Creepiest voice in the world. We're definitely a new one, I feel like telling the truth. Would you join me at the witch burning ceremony? Everyone likes a good old knees up at the witch burning ceremony. Okay, let's go. Let's lie, shall we? I've wanted to be a graveyard keeper ever since I was a kid. Yeah, so if you lie, he basically thinks you're lying. Yes. I think if I remember, if you tell him the truth, he just laughs as if, you know, no one's going to believe that you're from the real world. And he's the Great Inquisitor, of course. Yes, we should have lots of traffic in our graveyard. Second witch this year, and it's only the beginning. As I said, not the nicest of punishments. Gotta admit, and everyone's saying hooray. And he wants someone to be his friend here at the village. And a friend of his is a friend of the Holy Inquisition. And, you know, no one expects the Holy Inquisition. So you want to probably be friends with him to try and unlock things further on. So let's agree for now. Even though no one agrees with this punishment whatsoever. Well, at least no one normal. A wise choice. Friendship is placed on trust and goodwill. And of course they would have tasks for us. So today is a day of wrath, not a day of sweating the minor details. So that symbol essentially means wrath. So, yep. Is the 6? I would assume 7 deadly sins if it's going to be wrath, but nope. Oh, and no, there goes the fire. So up on Witch Hill, if we look at the very top of it, if we go up here, there is a portal, and it's showing today is the current day, along with lots of other things that we can potentially mine or stuff like that kind of thing. I'm not going to worry about it too much other than unlocking it today. And let's head across to the blacksmith, as I said before. Oh, no. No. Oh. We're going to have another body when he gets back. Never mind. Let's go and get some stuff bought while one of them can try and race the donkey back. It is going to make that bell sound, however, and the body will start deteriorating straight away. So we need to get back fairly soon. So I'm not going to bother with all the bushes or anything like that. I'm just going to pop in and see if there's anything we can actually buy down here at the blacksmith. I guess we can ask him where to find the metal ore, but he is going to say, yep, that's the swamp across the river. So, and he's going to give us a furnace because we went and spoke to him. So we can gather swamp iron, and we can create iron ingots ourselves and make furnaces. And if we take a trade, we've got 1 set of nails. We can buy nails. We've got 1 silver 50. I think it's 100 to 1, so that's 150 iron essentially. Sorry, 150 copper, and then we can buy, I guess, 1 iron ingot. You can buy tools from him, but I'm not going to do that at all. I'm just going to buy 1 iron ingot because that's all we can afford. We've only got 1 body's worth of stuff. And then try and race that donkey back. Oh. 1 second. And one other note, if you want to go and get seeds, go south here rather than keep on going west. And there is a farm down there you can buy seeds. However, make sure that don't buy 1 of each seed. You need to buy at least 4, if I remember rightly. You don't want to buy just 1. You won't be able to plant properly if you try that. I tried it. I took that pain, so you don't have to. Anyway, we should get back to our body now. Hopefully it's not too deteriorated. Oh, 98%. That's not too bad. Let's see if we can actually make it work for ourselves this time. I don't have that much energy left, but should be enough to do this. So again, we're going to go for blood or fat. Doesn't matter which one. And let's see, you can see that's going to quickly drop away. One of the reasons why we want food. There we go. So we've got 3 white skulls. And I don't think we can do anything else to those. It's at least until we get to the skulls, and we don't have that ability yet. So now I guess I'm going to pick you up. Yeah. Now we've got 3 white skulls. I prefer 4, but 3 will have to do for now. And that hopefully should basically make this grave a little bit better and bring our rating up a little bit. Okay, let's pop you in there. By the way, one tip I saw online on Reddit when I was reading through is that when you place this but don't bury it, it's not going to actually decrease in condition anymore. However, because it's not finished, I think that actually pauses things. So if you didn't want to get any more bodies, I guess you could do this and maybe it would pause. I'm not quite sure about that. If anyone knows for sure, do let me know. But I'm actually going to bury it because I want that certificate, because I want more money. And that's the easiest way to get more money. And sorry, what was that rating again? Was that positive rating? Yeah, well, 0. 0 is what I expect before you start putting decorations around there. And that's exactly what we want. So we're down on energy, and I haven't actually slept in a day or so. I think you can go about 2 days without sleep, but wouldn't be advisable to do too much more. Let's take a look at what else we can actually unlock. We can make furnaces if I go and get more stone. We just need some simple iron parts. And do I have the ability to make an anvil yet? I don't think I do. So technologies, primitive forging, there we go. That's the wooden anvil. We just need 10 of our points and we got 8. So if I just chop a couple of trees, then we should be able to get that done. Or in fact, can I clear out some... Oops, not you. Can I clear out some stone here? Yeah, that should give me some red points. Hopefully more than the wood. Go on, 5. 1. Okay. 1 will have to do. There we go. So we've now got enough to unlock primitive forging. And we can create nails ourselves then, which is good. And we're going to want an anvil. So let's see if I've got enough for the wooden anvil. I do. So for now, I guess I'm just going to put it there. That will then in turn let us make nails. And we've only got one ingot. So we're going to want to just create a furnace at some point. What did it take to create the furnace? It just needs simple iron parts. It doesn't need nails, importantly. So I can actually make more nails quite safely and still be okay to make a furnace tomorrow. And we're out of energy. I could go and eat, but I may as well sleep at the same time and get some energy back. Now, while I'm doing this, I did want to just mention, do you guys actually want to see another series of Stardew Valley? I got about 10 episodes in or something. I got the feeling that people didn't want to see it, but if you do let me know. And I've run out of inventory space, so this piece of stone is just going to follow me along. There's nothing wrong with it. It's just floating. Yeah, we've got 18 now, so that should be fine. Let's go and make a furnace. And that's huge by comparison to everything else. So I'm just going to put it down here for now. We may have to destroy it and rebuild it later, but it'll do for now. So yeah, Stardew Valley, very, very similar kind of game. In some ways, maybe a little bit better than this, in that they've expanded it enormously since I last played it, with lots of different starting farms and all kinds of different stuff. So yeah, it is worth considering. We can't make coal yet because we need to unlock the bridge to be able to do that. So, oh, donkey. Donkey? Donkey. 1 second. Okay, here we go. And again, well, let's try the blood. And you're fine. Good. I like it when that happens. I guess we can go and find another place for this guy and get a little bit more money. Of course, the main point of that money at the start of the game is to get more iron, or at least more built iron in an iron ingot. So that's something to think about. Where do we want to put our grave? Grave site. There is one gap in between those, but that's not great. So let's just put one over there for now. Take our new friend and give him a place to rest. You don't want to make. You want to make sure that your corpses don't go under 90%. By the way, some of those skulls don't turn back into red, but they do turn into green. I think if your corpses get particularly decayed, and we don't want decayed corpses, nor do we want walking corpses. All right, so hopefully now we can head back home and get actually something on the furnace. To start with, as I was saying, you don't have coal yet, so you're going to need to use firewood or sticks. So if you look at the fuel thing, we can make it from sticks, we can make it from firewood. Firewood, of course, that means we then have to craft firewood, so it's a little bit different. It's from the chopping block, is it? I can never remember where the firewood is made. Or is it just from firewood crafted at chopping spot? Why do I not have a chopping spot? Did I not make one? Did I really not make one? Chopping spot technologies. Where are you? Building. Firewood. There it is. You just need 10 more red points. And we have 6, but lots of green. So yeah, I am going to need to chop a little bit more to get firewood. Let's actually get one started with just sticks for now. And we can't make it yet. It needs more fuel. So let's make even more fuel. And now I actually need some iron ingots. Now there is some relatively close. That's why I'm not too worried about starting it up that quickly. You just need to go up here a little bit. And you'll see a little bit here. Now this isn't an infinite supply, so you don't want to You don't want to do too much here, but you do get quite a few from each spot, I think. Yeah, we've got 4 iron ore. And this particular furnace happens to just convert iron ore straight into ingots. It's magic. There's none of the entire problem with much of the human history of making iron, which I can go into another time. It's just magic, it turns out, iron ingots straight away from ores. So we can head inside, pick up our bread, and then we can sleep till morning. And we're refreshed. Head back outside. This is just going to take its own time. We can't speed it up at all, but we are going to use those iron ingots. So I'm just going to go and check out that bridge and see just how many resources are left, because I think we're just going to be able to pick up some wood on the way out there just to bring back and push it backwards. And we've already got 7 nails, I want to say. Yeah, so we just need 10 and whatever else it said. Let's have a look. Okay, so we need that plank. That's going to be the problem. The nails will be fine. The flitch will be fine. They're straightforward. So just the plank. So we're going to need to get another technology unlocked, which the easiest way to get red points is to make stone headstones. Now, the first tier of them gives you quite a lot of red points. So we're going to aim for that once we've got everything else done. There's some more ingots, and I'm going to make even... Oh, we're out of fuel. Okay, never mind. We'll leave that alone for now. And let's see what I needed for the chopping block. It was points, wasn't it? Just one more. We'll do fine. Okay. There's enough. And we'll get the firewood. And that should just be a bit more efficient for fuel for the furnace. So if we just go to here now. Oops, I accidentally hit one of my keys for energy. Chopping spot, we need 5 billets, and we've got 1. Or 5 billet. You get multiple from each one, so if there's 3. And let's actually just make another set. There we go. And a chopping spot takes up a bit of room. Let's put it there for now. So firewood. And hopefully that's a little bit better for our furnace. We really want the coal, but in the meantime, I have to make a little bit more. In the meantime, this will be okay. But this is our last log, so I'll need to go and get more if we're going to go past this. There we go. All right, so fuel from firewood. So we should be able to put this in straight away. We can, and it's going to go make another iron ingot, which should be quite useful for us. Here we are, it's approaching nighttime again. I've picked up some more wood, and we now have enough for simple gravestones. So we can create a bunch of different things. Let's get this wood back over to the this stockpile. It'd be nice if I could get a cart of some kind maybe, but it's fine for now. And let's head over to our stone cutter. And now we have this extra menu that lets us make gravestones. So if we go in here, and I'm just going to spend one of my potions, and I'm going to use all that up to make a gravestone. So you'll see we've got 5 for that single gravestone. I'm going to create some more. So let's just, and that's just 2 pieces of stone for each one. So I've got 2 gravestones. And that gets me back up to 10, which is enough to basically refund the actual amount we've spent. I don't want to go into either of those 2 things just yet. Do I actually want anything else in here? Nothing here yet. We don't need glass. We can get to full anvils with advanced forging, but the main one I want is tools, because we want to use the iron from our forge, well, our furnace, I should say. And that's nearly done. Come on, I know you want to pop. There you go. And we're going to put another one in. And I'm out of inventory space again. Let's just dump stuff in this. What do we have in here? I guess get rid of flesh, the blood, the fat. Is there anything else we want to get rid of in here? The whetstone, because we can use that to sharpen stuff while we're here. We need to trade in these burial certificates, but we are okay for them just now. There's another iron ingot. I did make enough nails, so we've got enough nails for the bridge now. We just need that Carpenter Workstation. So the carpentry stuff is in here. But tools, which is going to be 20 points, and building is another 20 points. So I'm going to need 40 points, and green, it doesn't matter. You know, I've got more than enough. However, if I get some stone, I get 5 points for each one that I make. So I'm going to head inside, have a bit of a sleep, and then let's go for stone tomorrow. And in with a new morning, I made a couple more of the headstones. And we're going to be able to go and upgrade our... I'm not caught in the bushes. We're going to be able to go and upgrade our graveyard and get rid of some of this old, crusty, spider-webbed graves. Or at least the headstones. So we can concentrate on the ones we wanted to make the most improvement to. To be honest, though, we can actually just get a positive effect by putting them on a gravestone here and filling them in. And now we get a +2 effect. We're on -6. So we can do the same thing here. And are we getting any red points for that? Yes, we are. So some of that should be now be unlocked. We can go for mining, but we don't want that. We want the Carpenter's Workbench. And that's going to need to be unlocked. So we'll do that. And then we can go and put this guy. You are also 3 white skulls. There we go, and let's see what's these. Wooden cross, if we fix it, it should be better. It's adding 0 of 2 at the moment, so if we remove that, that's going to use up a lot of my energy, so I'm just going to grab some more bread. Ooh, that's three red skulls, so we're counteracting that somewhat. And I'll just use that other potion just to fix this. So our graveyard's up to 0 quality now. I think we need to get to 5, something like that. 5's not too terribly far away now that we can actually make the gravestones. That'll counteract a lot of the bodies themselves for the moment. So let's head back and make the... What was it that we unlocked? Let's take a look. Carpenter's Workbench. I need some simple iron parts. Do I have enough iron to make that? Yep, simple iron parts. There we go. And we can also get more red points. And the donkey just decides to ruin my day. Carpenter's Workbench is also quite large. So I'm going to put that there for now. Yep. And I'm not going to have enough energy really to do a good autopsy, maybe. So we may just have to sacrifice that one. We are going to make a wooden plank, however. Grab some more berries. Okay, now I think what we needed was how many flitch did we want? How many flitch do I have? I have 1. We needed 4, I think. So I'm going to run out again. Spend a little bit more energy. Oh, just out. Fine. I'm just going to go... Oh, I can't even do anything with the body. I'm just going to go for a very short sleep. And then we're going to throw the body in the river. I do want the certificate, but at the same time, I want other things more. Yes, you're refreshed. We understand. Oops, I'll take that with me while I'm going. There we go. And I don't think we have any more ingots at the moment. That's fine. The next ingots we're going to be using, if I have a look at my inventory, you'll see how all these are quite low. We're going to be able to sharpen them, but... beyond that point, I think we're going to... ooh, actually, still 94%. Beyond that point, we're going to want to make upgraded tools very, very quickly. So let's just give this a go. And how are you doing? Yeah, you're fine. Let's just take you 94%. I may have to dig... Oops. Oh, whoops. I may have to dig a grave, but we'll see. Hopefully I have enough energy for that. Let's head in, and we're going to want another grave spot, so let's just put a grave site out here. 92%. Should I really? I think I'm just going to throw it in the Throw it in the river. I know we've done an autopsy, but at the same time, I need to repair that bridge and not necessarily deal with you. Okay, here's the bridge. And we've got enough. And this is probably going to deplete all my... Oh, close. Is there any berries around? I need some berries. Anyway, may have to see you in the morning. We'll see. Okay, so here at the sharpening equipment right outside the house, we can actually use some of our energy to sharpen the tools. And I will do so. I don't want to lose those tools, whatever I do. So, yeah, it uses up some of the whetstone's durability, but we're fine. And just the pickaxe. And we'll be able to keep those as reserve tools. And here's the bridge, ready for us to finish it off. There we go, with wooden nails. And over here we've got a much greater resource. There is the swamp, and in and around the swamp there is, of course, iron ore. So let's see if we can get some of that before our energy runs out. Okay, so I've got 6 iron ore. There is coal around here somewhere as well, but I haven't bothered exploring too much. We'll have to come back for that, I think. In the meantime, oh, actually, there's something here. We need lots more stuff to clear that. Fine, that's not a problem. Is there anything else worth exploring out here? Maybe some berries? Fishing spot? Okay. And there is coal out there. So I need to go back for the coal, but we won't worry about it this episode. We should have enough to be able to make a little bit more iron and upgrade our tools. Incidentally, you can also make firewood from the wooden crosses and the markers. So if you're going to upgrade them, it's sort of recycling. Yeah, recycling with wooden headstones. Okay, we're nearly up to 20 again, which is good. And I'm going to need some more firewood besides that. So why don't we just finish off with no billets because I've not made any. Okay, fine. Wooden billet. And we're out. Fine. Time to go to sleep again. And one final day this episode, I think. Just completing up the rest of the tools that I want in our farm. Well, our graveyard. Not a farm. Let's not call them farm. Yeah. There we go. Just finish that off. There's our billet. And we want firewood, don't we? Not wood wedges. And more firewood? Yeah, I think so. Hopefully we should be able to carry that billet in a second. Wish we could make more than one ingot at once, but you can make multiple furnaces. If you're going to want to do multiple furnaces, by the way, you're going to want to step over here and you're going to want to expand into this area. You can spend resources to do it. I think it's back at this panel over here. So I'm not going to do it just yet, but if in here we want to increase yard space, you need 10 complex iron parts, which we don't have, or 8 wooden planks, which we don't have, and 4 nails, which is something we do have. But yeah, that's for the future. And now I'm going to wait for the ingot to be done, and we need to craft some more tools, I think. Now, where is that? It's in the technologies. It's in smithing. Tools is 20, and we have 20. So that can be unlocked. There we go. We get shovel 1, axe 1, and pickaxe 1. And where are they made? Are they made here? Yes, they are. And we can already make some of them. I need some simple iron parts, which needs an iron ingot, but we have an iron ingot spare, so we'll make some of those. And then we will just make replacement bits and pieces. However, each of these requires an iron ingot in addition to those various parts. So if you'll see, if I go back in here again, you'll see they all require 1 iron ingot. So you can get them from the blacksmith if you want to buy them, but we have another one on the way, so I can just change the rusty axe out, change for a regular axe in, and then we can just put the rusty one away. Kept as reserve. So we're going to do the same thing with the other 2. And I've done the pickaxe off camera, but also we have rusty shovel, so we can just upgrade that once we have simple iron parts. In fact, let me just get rid of that. Is that going to need yet another? Yeah, we're going to need another iron ingot. Let's get you done. Put you in and put another iron ingot on the fire, so to speak. Can we make any more bread while we're actually doing that? Any flour, a dough, I should say. Yes, we can. Why don't we make more of that up to give me a bit of an energy reserve if I need it? There we go. And while that's happening, we can also spend stuff on gravestones. And that'll get us a couple of those. And maybe, just maybe, we can upgrade our graveyard almost to the point of having enough to basically let it be used properly, let it be opened up. And that would open up our church once we get our graves all up to +5, essentially. And we can get much higher than that, but let's not worry about it immediately. Is there anything else I want to change here? -2. Oh, that's three red skulls out of 6. Okay, so that's a good target for exhuming at some point. Let's actually just remove you, and well, that may take energy. And put a stone one back in. Okay, so up to quality 2 now. I'm out of energy for today, but if I come back and I have a couple more gravestones, then we should be able to get up to +5. I'm not quite sure when the day is. It's one of these days, obviously, when the priest will be here. And only when that priest is there will you be able to unlock the church, if I remember rightly. But, yeah, we're nearly done. Yep, you're nearly done as well. Let's have a quick sleep and finish up. And there's the shovel, which gets all 3 of our main tools. I've not really used the hammer that much yet, but, yeah, we can switch those out. And well, not throw away, but have them all in here. And we can obviously convert that grave marker back into firewood, should we want to. There we go. And lastly, I just need 1 piece of stone, and then we should be okay for enough gravestones to get that last reward. That's iron ore. We can obviously pick that up. But let me just grab some stone. There we go. And we're up to 37 points now, so we should be able to unlock more technology, but I'm not going to worry about it this episode. We'll come back to the next technology next episode. In the meantime, we've just got enough to craft another gravestone. And lots more red points. And then finish up. Thankfully, the donkey's not been around. I shouldn't mention the evil donkey's name, but it will come around whether I want it to or not. And what do we have? Let's actually put one up here. No gravestone. This one has a red skull on it, so 4. And which one's worse? Let's take the wooden marker off. And add another stone. All right, our graveyard's up to +6, which is enough to unlock it, but we're on the wrong day at the moment. So the next time the priest comes around, as long as this hasn't deteriorated again below 5, we should be okay. So in that case, we'd probably want to make some stone repair kits or something along those lines. We could exhume corpses, but no point actually doing that just yet. So we've achieved what we want to. We've got the ability to unlock the church when the priest is next there. We've got full set of iron tools, essentially. Got our first furnace going, Carpenter Workbench, chopping spot, and iron anvil, and we're ready for the next episode. So I hope you'll join me then for some more Graveyard Keeper, and hopefully you've liked it. Feel free to thumbs up, obviously leave a like if you have, subscribe and share as normal. If you want to follow me on Twitter, Greyduster, feel free to. You can get notifications that way if you don't like the YouTube system for new episodes. And we'll see you next time. As always, guys, thanks for watching.